G'day fellas, welcome to another video. If you're watching this at home on YouTube, otherwise we're doing it live. Right now we're breaking down the very first scene that was revealed in that most recent trailer that we saw. So the very first scene that we saw, it's about a second long. It's just this little clip that we're looking at over and over and over again. I've just got it on repeat, just sitting here, but we're essentially just going to be talking it down. I guess the first place I want to start talking about is just the UI. It's a very easy thing to talk about. It's something that's more objective. But you can see that we do have the addition of stone. So there is stone in the bottom left-hand corner. So you've obviously got gold, wood, food. There's the housing space. Very clear indication of idols as well. I like that idols is at the top. The UI doesn't appear to be transparent. It appears to be quite blocky as well. It doesn't look to be minimal. So I don't know whether these are yet to change. I mean, if you were to look in the from a holistic perspective at this entire screen right now, you would say that the UI is quite minimal, but within, like, if you were to specifically look in the bottom left-hand corner, I would not describe that as particularly minimal. I could make it a lot smaller, but I'd be curious to see what the idols look like. I do like that it's dark as well, kind of sets it apart from the eyes. We've also got something up here that appear to be so there's crowns and a number 30. So I think this might be something to do with the fact that we're in a scenario here. So you can see defeat English units, 0 out of 30. The English have obviously been confirmed for the 4th Age of Empires, and it's round 1 of 2. So definitely some sort of scenario. And we can see there's a number at the top here. I'm curious, does this go down from like 3, 2, 1? What happens? This number doesn't actually change. So I'm curious that it's round 1 of 2, but there's a 3 up here. So, but then moving on, we can see that there is further information on the UI that talks about the units that are being controlled. So we're obviously playing from the blue player's perspective. And then it could indeed be age. That's a good point, chat. We might actually just put chat up. Oh, no, never mind. Chat is up on the screen. Never mind. I would never leave you guys out like that. So I reckon that is indeed what it could be. They're probably in the 3rd age or the fortress age or the castle age. I'm not sure what it will be called in the 4th Age of Empires. But in the bottom left-hand corner, we do go back, and it could indeed be heroes that are down here, because we see there's 1, 2, 3 crowns, and we've got 1, 2, 3 crowns, and we see that we've got units selected. As we identified earlier, that there appears to be pikemen, and what appeared, so I would suspect that that's the 13 pikemen, and then you've got 14. It's a longsword with an axe. So I'm not sure if Age of Empires 3 doesn't have any unit that would be similar to that. Maybe there's a unit in Age of Empires 2. Does anybody have any kind of idea? Men at Arms, Jezebob's saying. Okay, good suggestion. I'm unfortunately, my knowledge when it comes to Age of Empires 2 is just so limited at the moment. And Jezebob's saying that they upgrade to longswords. Okay, that makes sense. And then over on the opponent side, it looks like we've got they appear to be longswords. They definitely appear to have longer swords than what our guys do, but it could just be the perspective. If we, oh no, I think they might be the same people. I think that's Men at Arms, pikemen, and then you've got more Men at Arms over there. But obviously with a hero unit as well that's in the front, we've got that one big hero unit. There doesn't appear to be any other unit that looks to be different in here. It's mainly that one hero unit. So I'm curious where we've got 1, 2, 3. So perhaps it could be like the Mansabdar units, where you've got one pikeman, and then, well, let's say you've got the 13 pikemen. There could be within here, there could be one Mansabdar pikeman, which is a stronger pikeman, which buffs all the adjacent pikemen around it. So that could potentially be something as well. But it doesn't look like aesthetically there's any real difference in the units here. I'm curious, chat, do you guys notice anything in particular that looks like there's any real differences? I just keep watching it over and over and over again. And if we take a look at the red side, there doesn't appear to be any individuals that have got hero units or hero powers. They've got a smoke that is running behind them, but I suspect that that's probably just a UI effect, or a graphics effect. But let's move on the UI, and we'll continue talking about this a little bit later. So when it comes to the UI, we've got Q, which looks to be just your standard attack move. And then we've got W, which it looks to be a guard, potentially. Would you guys say a guard? Kind of, maybe it could be a hold ground. E kind of looks like a repair or a standstill. So yeah, maybe W is like hold position or hold ground. S is obviously stop. A is obviously attack. I'm curious what the difference is between A and Q, because A and Q, A might be your attack move, Q may be your attack move. The main thing is one of them is going to be an attack move and the other one is just simply going to be an attack command. E, I'm curious, by just looking at E, that almost indicates to me that there may be some sort of healing mechanic. Now keep in mind, this could be prioritizing the hero. When typically when you select all of your units like this, it's going to select a hero, and then your UI is going to reflect the hero unit, and then you would then use tab to go through the subsequent commands for each individual unit class. So that could be the case, but that to me implies that it is a healing ability or a healing stance or something to regenerate. And then F. Does anybody have any idea what F could be? It looks to be, I would almost say it could be a formation. I've seen this before. I don't know where. Oh, garrison, correct. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So it's a command to go inside a building. So that would definitely be it. And then obviously on the bottom row, we've got formations, which is great to see. Now, it doesn't look like we've got a split formation. One of the things that's very common in Age of Empires 2 is that split formation where you go into different groups, but it just looks like you've got Z, which is the standard line, X, which is a bit more of the triangular one, and C, which is a bit more, well, let's say your opponent's got some trebuchets or some cannons out. Well, you just want to be standing a little bit further away. Everybody, leave some space for Jesus, that sort of stuff. And then V and delete. So we can see delete is very clearly delete. That is quite literally delete your unit. V, though, would V be hold position? I feel like V would, no, but then Sir Channon saying V is stand ground with no attack. Yeah, that could be like a passive, perhaps. What's the fourth resource? Fourth resource is stone. So we've got food, wood, gold, and stone. Yeah, that could be it. I don't know, when would you ever want your guys like to stand still and not attack? It doesn't make. I guess I've played RTS as like Total Annihilation as an example, has that as an option. But yeah, that's definitely something as well. So now let's sort of move on to the second part of the UI. So obviously in the bottom right hand corner, we've got a couple of different things. We can start with the minimap. So the minimap is a square, but it's been rotated 45 degrees so that it is in the shape of this diamond. I'm going to move my microphone just a little bit out of the way just so I can get in there. We've got some buildings on the minimap. The yellow obviously representing all the walls and the white space representing the monitor where we're currently looking at. I'm curious, if we play, let's see what movement we've got. Oh, okay, we've got actually some shockwaves coming in or radiating in towards the center of the battle. Perhaps that's because the round has begun. It doesn't look to be moving, so I don't think that your hero is going to be like this on the minimap, because we do see the heroes moving in the game, but we don't see the icon moving at all. So I think this might just be representative of the battle itself. We do see some units down here to the south actually moving throughout the clip, even though it is a very, very short clip. And then, I mean, realistically, that's obviously just a base that's wound through. It looks like there's some roads as well, so that's you can actually see the roads on the minimap. Wow. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to pull the mic back. I'm going to see what chat's saying. Pings. This looks like Age of Empires 2 3D. Well, hey, I'll take Age of Empires 2 3D. Mate, if you're putting it in a 2021 engine, if you're making it look beautiful, if you're giving it all the love, the support that it needs in 2021 to grow as an Age of Empires games, I'll take it, mate. I'll take Age of Empires 1 3D. This is Age of Empires 4, correct. And then we've got some other buttons. So, does anybody have a clue what these buttons might do? It doesn't look like we have a patrol button down here. That's a great point. I just saw... was it Nicodemus? Yeah, Nicodemus in the chat saying there's no patrol button. Yeah, there's no... Nicodemus, that makes me scared. Rotate minimap? Yeah, it could just be rotate minimap, like change the angle, because it's sitting at 45 degrees, so you just like send it that way. That would make sense. And then I'm assuming the minus button would be to zoom out, but then there's no zoom in button for it, either. And then down here, you'd probably have pings. So this would be like, you'd click this and then go here and it would say attack here. And then you'd go like that one, defend here. And then this one would just be like, watch out, something like that. That's a good point. It could probably just be zoomed all the way in. Wait, no, there's no way this is zoomed all the way in. If you watch this video, there's no way that's all the way zoomed in. That looks to me about like, that would be at least 4 or 5 clicks of a mouse wheel before being fully zoomed in, surely. This is 2021 engines we're talking about here, mate. The 2 arrows look like it rotates the minimaps, and the signs at the bottom left of the minimap are like pings, attention, defense, and marker. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'm very curious what this could be, but it could just be minimize. Like, just turn the map off completely. Maybe that is what it is. Like, I don't know who would want that though. Oh, who doesn't want minimap? Like that? You're crazy. You're crazy. Yeah, or it could actually just be zoom levels. That's a good point. I can't imagine that they would limit zoom to just being levels though. It would surely just be it would surely just be controlled by your mouse wheel. I just realized, fellas, all this time and we haven't even had music on. I got to put some tunes on in the background. What do you guys say? Wait, that's not the tunes button. That was the play. Let's get some tunes on over here. All right. Hopefully that's not too loud for you. Is this Age of Empires 4? This is indeed Age of Empires 4. Someone says it could be the show terrain button. Yeah, not a bad suggestion there. Not a bad suggestion, Cake. Yeah, or show military alone. It could be that. So let's talk a little bit less about the UI. Let's focus on what we see in the game. So just straight away from the effects perspective, there's a few things going on here. So we've got smoke being kicked up by our soldiers as they enter the battlefield. We've also got smoke within the TP. So these TPs aren't on fire. It just looks like they're having a little bit of a party on the inside. Maybe got a little bit of the Mary Jane out, and they're just going for it. And then our opponent, as he runs in as well. And how do you username asking, what do you think of DLC being announced for Age of Empires 3 on April 10? I think it's incredibly likely. Incredibly likely. Honestly, if I'm a betting man, and I am, I would be putting all my Drongo berries on that. I can assure you, I can't assure you, but I would be saying like really good. Right now, in the position that they are, they want to be hyping up absolutely everything. They want to be hyping up Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 3. They want everyone to be getting like goosebumps on the back of their necks. That's what they want. They want to be like, Age of Empires 4 is coming and we're supporting you. We're giving you all this love. So I think like it's incredibly likely, because if we go back and look at the actual video, okay, which is the one that they just announced, okay, where is it? Here. Okay, packed with surprising reveals for... Oh wait, we're in 0.25. This is going to be slow, yo. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. Okay? They literally said, packed with surprising reveals for Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 3, and Age of Empires 4. And then I think they even like said something else, like, and other things. But like, I'm sorry, but you don't just say, like, if they're going to say packed with surprising reveals and then they like announce a new map, no, that's not how it works. They don't put a surprising reveal for Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition and give you a new map or a new unit. Oh, the Ottomans can now create grenadiers that shoot chickens. Like, no, that's not what they're going to announce. Or they're not going to like announce some like Easter thing or I don't know. It's got to be big. That's it. Like, I don't know whether we're talking an expansion potentially or DLC, but it's going to be big. New profile pics? Yeah, or could be new profile pics. But yes, I definitely think Arctic Territories 2.0, please no, hello, please no. Okay, so let's continue on. We'll talk more about this. We'll keep playing it. So I guess that's one of the things that first jumps out to me is the effects and the way that the engine is playing. The next thing is the movement. You can see the cursor very clearly is indicating he's making, or the player is making a command right here to move it, and the cursor is reflecting it. I suspect this is probably to do with the scenario. It wouldn't be like this in the real game, I suspect. this would be very eye-catching all the time. Other than that, we've got animations that look like there's run animations and walk animations. We see, it looks like they're doing that classic Age of Empires 3 grouping. So we know that these guys are in formation. I suspect probably in this primary Z formation, okay? Watch the speed on these pikemen right here as these pikemen over on the right-hand side try and catch up to line up in formation, okay? Ready? These ones just down here. See this guy right here? Look how slow he runs, okay? So we can see that immediately formations become a lot more like Age of Empires 3 than they are like Age of Empires 2, which leads me to believe that you're probably going to be able to manipulate formations in the same way that you can in Age of Empires 3. Now, it took years for people in Age of Empires 3 to realize that they could manipulate formations the way that we currently do it. I suspect it's going to take less than hours for us to realize that sort of stuff and be able to manipulate that, have people that are running their units across the map much faster than they should be. But it's definitely clear, like you watch these units here on the bottom of the formation moving a lot slower compared to the units on the top of the formation. We are going to be having some form of dynamic movement that is controlled by the user that can subsequently be manipulated. So I'm immediately seeing advanced micro strategies that we're going to be able to pull out. Oh my god, I'm fucking hyped. I'm so hyped just from that. Oh, bro, I'm so hyped. That's a good point. Someone said in the chat, A is flashing, by the way. So that's Lib who's saying that. A is flashing. So it looks like A might be our attack move command. So I think Q might be attack. Like, let's say there's a wall over here and you just want to go and attack that wall. You would just go Q and then hit the wall, or just right click the wall, but some people just like to go Q and then hit the wall. But we can very clearly see, and a command is issued with A, and it goes down at the exact same time. So it's an attack move command. Age of Empires 3 formations are so clunky. Well, hopefully they don't have the snare function in Age of Empires 2, in Age of Empires 4. I don't know. Can anybody confirm right now that Age of Empires watch party on the 10th? Oh, I assure you there's going to be a watch party. Oh, there's going to be a watch party. Don't you worry, Claptrappington. There is going to be a watch party. So I don't know if there's a snare function in Age of Empires 2. I don't think that there is. So I would hope that that doesn't get carried across to Age of Empires 4, because they would know how clunky that feels when your units get snared. I would hope that like you would have options to stop individually snared units from coming along. But it looks like, if you look here, these units don't even look like they're in formation. These look like they've been like roughly put together. Compared to this is a very clear formation. You can see the way that they're posturing, like right here, very clearly you got 6 units that are all sitting behind the knight that's in front. But then compare that to the opponent's army, they're not in formation whatsoever. Maybe that's what V is. That's what V is. Oh, I found it. It's like, it's free form. You can just go, you know, with caravels, how your caravels can do it, where they can just go anywhere that they want. It's that. It's free form formation. It's basically like how Age of Empires 2 works with your units. Actually, no, they do have formations as well. Okay, it's just like, it's everybody be free. Look at them, man. These guys are totally free. There's no formation. The pikes are all running here. Like, very clearly you can see the pikes are on the front compared to the back, which has got the men-at-arms. And yet over here, you've just got the pikemen running with the men-at-arms together. Just literally free-falling. Free-falling? Free-balling? Aussie Junga actually knows what all the buttons mean. He has all the information, just acting clueless. Well, I can tell you now, okay? I know that there is an Age of Empires 4. I don't know whether it's an alpha or a beta at the moment going on. I know people that are in it that have told me that they are in it, but they can't tell me about it. So that's really all I can say. But I can say that, like, those people are under NDA. If you've got an NDA, you can disclose that you have an NDA, but you can't disclose any particulars of the NDA. So that's very, very common. So if someone asks you, do you have an NDA? You can say, yes, I do. So it's nothing like that. So I would be able to say, yes, I've got an NDA. But I can tell you now, I don't actually have an NDA. I don't have any access to Age of Empires 4, any like insider knowledge. So I'm here learning it, discovering it. Well, I'm not sure if you guys heard the train just passing, but yes.
Hey, Gus! I got something to report to
Soldier saying, you can say you have an NDA. Yeah.
Are we reviewing mobile games now?
Oh, Profentus, you take that back right away. You take that back right away. I'm going to have to edit that out for the YouTube video. YouTube, you guys didn't hear that. Profentus actually said that mobile games are cool, but Age of Empires is cooler. Yeah, you can, as far as I'm aware, Soldier, you can actually state that you have an NDA, but you just can't state particulars of an NDA. Obviously, that would depend on each individual agreement, but from the research that I have done, the majority of NDAs don't have an NDA that states you can't even reference it or mention it. Anyway, moving forward. So we continue on. If we take a look at the infrastructure, we've got what appears to be a tower or an outpost of some sort. I suspect that this is probably just a scenario building. I don't think this actually has any legitimacy. But then we do also have some palisade walls. It is indeed too late for palisades on the outside. And they are looking just fantastic, aren't they? Just look at the way that they bundle together. I love the way that there's like little different nooks and crannies in there. That some of them come out, some of them go in. There you go. There's one that's going in and out. Just looks really beautiful. The trees are gently swaying. You can see when the video resets, the trees have changed position. So that's nice. It doesn't look like we need small trees. The trees are at quite a reasonable size. Some gates, obviously, down here to the south as well. And really, I think that's about it. Is there anything that that you guys think I've missed, other than, obviously, the knight? We can see the knight has a crown above its head. Now, we do know that there's crowns here, crowns here. So this is a hero unit. Age of Empires 3 does have hero units. They're not significantly powerful in fighting or in fights. They normally serve a utility role, normally providing really utility to the fight, not being a main part. So I'm curious whether we're going to see that same sort of role taken over in Age of Empires 4, or whether we're going to see it sort of move to the back line. All right, is there anything that I've missed in this that you guys would want me to look at? And, oh, that's a great point. Pillarless walls. They don't have any pillars. That's a that's a big thing. Now, it could just be the scenario that doesn't have the pillars in the wall, but I really hope that one of the things that we see is like pillarless walls actually coming out. Are you defeating the English units? You're probably the French, right? Yeah, defeat English soldiers. So if we assume that these are the English soldiers, I'm going to be honest. Is that a Swedish shield? Do you guys see that? Hold on. Zoom. Enhance. Zoom. Enhance. Zoom. Enhance. Sweden confirmed Age of Empires 4. Sweden confirmed Age of Empires 4. Let's fucking do it, boys. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's actually real. Surely, mate, like... No way. Okay, we gotta like try and watch this, try and get like another angle. Nah, dude, that's totally Sweden. Sweden confirmed Age of Empires 4. It's your boy. It's your boy. The Top God ain't dead. The Top God ain't dead. Just because you thought you could kill us in Age of Empires 3 doesn't mean we can't be reborn in Age of Empires 4, baby. Oh my god, look at it. We actually have Sweden. It's Sweden, dude. Bro, we have Sweden. That's going in the... That's gotta be going. That's the YouTube title. Sweden confirmed Age of Empires 4. New leaks from Drongo. Oh my god. Alright, do we take a look at the second video? Do we see what we can spot in the second video? Oh, someone's saying there's a fleur de lis. Fleur de lis? It's France. Don't say that. Don't break my heart. Let me see what we've got. Hold on. I'll just pull it over here. Fleur de lis. This thing here? You think it's that? There's no way it's that. It can't be that. Surely it's not that. Don't break my heart. No, it goes all the way to the top, man. Can we, like... Okay, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna open... Fillmore... Oh, this is bad. Fillmore is, like, pretty bad. I want to, like, zoom and enhance on this. Just give me a sec. We're gonna zoom and enhance in real time at this bad boy. Alright, here's Fillmore. Okay, we're gonna put it in. And we're gonna zoom and enhance. So I'm gonna go right click. And we're gonna go crop and zoom. We're gonna zoom in very, very... This is like, basically, if you guys have ever seen CSI, I am the CSI. I am the CSI. Oh my god, it's so loud. I kind of jumped back at my chair. I was like, oh my god. Bro, that's Sweden. Nah, that's Sweden, bro. That's Sweden. Sweden confirmed. Look at it goes all the way. It's 100% Sweden. There's no two ways about it. Sweden on the back of the... Look, Sweden on the back. It's 100% Sweden. It's 100% Sweden. It's 100% Sweden. There's no way that's not Sweden. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just, if you disagree with me, you are wrong. You are patently wrong. It is 100% Sweden. Drongo's so delusional, he thinks Sweden's in Age of Empires 4. Nah, alright. That's fair. Drongo, are you stupid or dumb? Gagoots, who says I'm not both stupid and dumb? Why would you come in here assuming my stupidity and my dumbness? If you're gonna ask questions like that, at least ask, are you stupid or stupid and dumb? Okay? Because it might just be both. It might just be both. Gel Cells just saying, oh shit, just missed the start. Gel Cells, we're not even talking about the patch. We're talking about something much bigger than the patch. We're talking about Age of Empires 4, and we're talking about Age of Empires 4 adding Sweden. You heard it here first. Sweden confirmed for Age of Empires 4. We have indeed broken down the very first video where you've got the Swedish Emperor guiding the Swedish forces to kill the English soldiers. You can tell he's Swedish because he's got a little Swedish flag there. Everyone in the chat is saying he's not Swedish, and there's like this French thing that they've got on their shields. I don't know. I don't buy it personally. I'm just gonna go with it. It's Swedish.